Welcome to Wireman's Whimsy. I'm Lorraine, and today I'm making this Parisian Beauty encouragement card. The greeting says, "Follow your heart, it will take you to incredible places." It's part of the Parisian Beauty stamp set that's new in the catalog right now. I'm also using the Parisian 3D embossing folder. It's really, really detailed and just gorgeous to use. We'll be using Early Espresso and Petal Pink. You're going to need a card base. I've done mine in Petal Pink, some Early Espresso matting, and the Whisper White to go over top. Notice it's very, very thin matting. And then a couple of smaller pieces in the Whisper White and the Early Espresso for the greeting at the bottom. So I'm actually going to emboss the card base. And to do that, I'm going to fit just the bottom half of the card into the embossing folder. I'm going to close it down. I'm going to run it through the Big Shot. And you'll see it will emboss just the front of the card. This is a really neat trick for just getting some detail into your card. And that's the card embossed. We need to stamp the Whisper White in the front. And the Whisper White piece is 2 3/4 by 4 3/8. Usually what I do when I stamp is I stamp first and then I cut. But for the purposes of the video, I've cut everything to size. Using one of the background script stamps, I'm just going to, in Petal Pink, just stamp some background. Doesn't have to be perfect, just nice and quick to get everything on there that you need. So that's done. Now we're going to stamp the tower in Early Espresso. Make sure you've inked up really well. Stamp off just to make sure you've got good coverage. And then place it as carefully as you can in the center. One good press, lift up, and then you've got your Eiffel Tower stamp there. We are going to mat that onto the Early Espresso background. And the Early Espresso is 4 5/8 by 2 7/8. Again, I tend to do this and trim it after and just trim it to size, but for the video I've actually made the sizes up. So center that. Then what we do is we use dimensionals to put it onto the card itself. Not very many pieces to this, just quick. Couple stamps, couple dimensionals, and away you go. And we'll do the greeting. And again, the greeting I would stamp on a larger piece and trim to size. We're going to put this closer to the top so that we have room for the greeting underneath. The greeting is also in Early Espresso. And again, we're just going to stamp off. Using the grid paper, it also helps you line up to make sure that your stamps, where you're stamping and how you're stamping, is going to be straight on your piece of paper. Especially critical if you're using a small piece of paper like I am. So you stamp that down. There you go. Use the snail adhesive just to attach it to the background. Again, I would do this without exact sizes and then just trim. Dimensionalize the back of this one. Make sure you're saying it's the right way up and just place at the bottom. And there you have it, your Parisian Beauty encouragement card. I hope I've inspired you to create your own version. Please subscribe to see my videos as I publish them, and if there's anything you'd like to purchase, please use the links below. Thank you for watching.